everyone, Jeffrey here with Tracking Wonder. I am just taking in the moment and wanted to take you on a short wonder walk with me. I am considering a couple of questions, variations of some questions that people have asked me. Questions like how do I stay upbeat in these times? And a related question is like how do I stay focused on my work, on my important work, when there's so many other things going on. So actually, I just want to share a few things. Nothing's perfect about anything that I'm going to suggest, but the Tracking Wonder practices that I've been preparing for a decade or more seem to be coming in handy these days for myself and other people. One thing I do that seems to work, helps me stay both upbeat as well as focused as well as possible, is what you just saw me do. I take a walk, and regardless of where you live, I think you're allowed to take at least a short walk, which I highly, highly recommend that you do. Take a short walk. Second thing I do is I just really try to focus outside of myself. So I try to turn my attention outward, which is what I've been doing the past hour or so. It's just really taking in the moment outside of me and the world of 10,000 things, as some Zen masters might say. And then once I do that, I just listen to whatever question's coming up in relation to what's going on outside. So it is spring here in the Hudson Valley of New York, and I'm noticing just a few things budding. And the question for me is, what is budding in this moment? What is coming forth? What is budding for me creatively, as well as for us as a human species, as so many people are dying or have died rather rapidly and alone. There is a profound inarticulate grief in me. There's just something I've been unable to really feel fully or articulate. So there is that fact of thousands of people dying alone around the globe. And at the same time, there are things budding. Something's budding in you personally, in me personally, and in us as a human species. And I don't mean this in some grandiose way, but there are some things budding in us that perhaps we've been ignoring. So that's the question for me. For you, I would invite you to take a walk, observe outside of yourself, and consider what question is coming forth for you. And then the second thing is to then to pause, to sit down like I'm doing, and just gaze outside of yourself, right? To just really look around you. So I'm just going to turn. I'm not sure if that's probably going to keep following me. That's okay. But just gaze on something outside of yourself for a minute or so with that question. And keep your eyes outside instead of inside. Like there's a real calming element when you let your eyes rest outside of yourself. A whole different network of your brain starts to light up called the direct experience network, which is different from what neuroscientists call the default mode network. That default mode network is very alive when you're self-focused and when you're unaware of the constant hum of thinking that is kidnapping your attention. So those kinds of things help me stay both buoyant and relatively focused in these times. There's much more, but I thought maybe that would help you. So let me know what you think. Take a walk, observe, listen for the question, pause, gaze, listen some more. Be well, and thanks for running with me.